Hey y'all! I'm back with my third video of this series. Now, I'm almost at the 3-week mark. Today is 20 days post-op. So you guys know the drill by now. The video will be talking about what happened this week, the things that I can do now, the things that I can't do, etc, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Here we talk for like 10 minutes. And I hope you're enjoying these. All right, so the first big thing that happened since the last video was my 2 weeks post-op appointment. So the stitches got taken out. That didn't hurt at all. I just you cut it the side and then pulled them out, and it literally didn't feel anything. I was told to start massaging, which I'll go into detail in a bit, and then was cleared for light activity, which our definitions of light activity are quite different. So I was all like, okay, light activity, light resistance training. No, not anything crazy. I'm not trying to set a deadlift PR, but I thought I'd be able to do something. But it was still, don't get your heart rate up, nothing resistive. So his idea is slow walking or slow biking. So that was kind of a shock. I really thought it was gonna be a little bit more than that. He totally shut down my band idea. And the reason is, so he said that he had been more lenient in the past with clearing people after 2 weeks to, get into more things. And then he said that they actually, he's had some people with late bleeding. And, the last thing I want is that, I can take time off of the gym. Clearly, I would rather be training. And there are people, you'll talk to people who went back after a week. I won't be one of those people. So I'm just sharing what happened to me. My doctor is more cautious, and would I want to be that person who had the late bleeding, had to go get another surgery? Definitely not. So do I think it would have happened to me? I don't know. I don't think there's like a predisposition for these types of things. So, as much as I'd want to be training, I'm going for big walks. It's not the same thing, but it's something. So I've been typically walking about 30 to 40, 45 minute sessions per day, most days. I actually got Beats for Christmas, so it makes me feel at least a little bit better. Like, my music, my podcast sound really good. So that's what I've been doing for exercise. And then the massage. So this is something I think that varies with doctors, with surgeries. I'm not sure if it's the same with silicone and saline, but for silicone, you do have to massage so that you do not have the scar tissue. And you definitely don't want that, because then they don't feel good, and then you could, have all these other problems. So, you don't want scar tissue, and then you want them to drop. So remember how in the last video I talked about the one being higher than the other? Well, the massaging will help kind of bring them down and even them out. So when I asked him about that, he said, again, totally normal. And everyone's kind of different with how they even out. But I'd say, he said, around 4 weeks. Other people are 6 to 8. I guess, it really depends on how the doctor puts them in, your own body. But the massaging definitely helps make them more even. So I'm doing it 3 times a day. He said for as long as you brush your teeth, but I'm just doing typically like a minute. That's way longer than I brush my teeth, like, each side, so like 2 minutes. And then also underneath where the incision is, using lotion on the scar, and then kind of underneath there. I measured it, the scar is only about 2.5 inches, so it's really, really small, and you can, barely see it unless you look underneath, so it's a really, really tiny, so that's exciting. But yeah, you really gotta be on top of the massaging, because you want them to recover evenly, kind of drop nicely, and no scar tissue. Sleeping on my side and not working out. I have since then tried, and it has gotten better, so there is hope. I'm not gonna say that it's comfortable really yet, and one side hurts a lot more than the other, which is really, really weird. So the right side I can sleep on a lot more comfortably than the left. Which I don't know, there's no real rhyme or reason for that either. Kind of like most things, it seems. But so yeah, one side is more comfortable than the other, so I try to stick to that. And sleeping on my back, I kind of rotate. And when I first started, I'd only sleep a little bit on my back, and then if I woke up, I would just, only on my side a little bit, and then when I woke up, I would just go back to my back. And now it's easier to roll over and sleep on one side, but it's still not super comfortable. It still feels like there's like some huge object like in the way with like a ton of pressure. I guess that's a, this is totally normal. So I think that's another thing that people recover at differently, the rates. But for me, so after about 2 weeks, I could try it, and now coming up on 3 weeks, I'm relatively comfortable sleeping on my side, but it's getting better. So that's another thing that's kind of improved as the weeks have gone on. I got another bra. So last time it was the graduation from the surgery bra to the gray sports bra. Now I have a kind of a supportive, regular bra with like a strap, and it's lower, because with this, it's pretty high up, and then the back is like huge, so I can't really wear any tank top. I mean, I can, it's just the straps stick out, which I don't like. So that's all over the place, and then it's really high and everything. So this is like a regular bra. My mom went and got it. I'll take a picture and I'll input it so you guys can see it. But it's just, black, really simple, but no underwire. So they said that before 4 weeks, I couldn't get any underwire. So no underwire because of where my incisions were. And then a lot of people say don't buy bras for another 6 weeks, just because of the swelling and everything. So I think that's dependent too. Some people by 4 weeks, they probably are fine to buy bras, and the other people need to wait 6 or maybe 8. When I go next week for the, the 4-week post-op visit. I will ask him, does it appear that the swelling will go down more? Should I wait? And I'll kind of feel it out, but I might just wait anyway, because now I have this bra that I can, wear with clothes and it not have like a sports bra sticking up everywhere, or the white surgery bra that's completely see-through. So, it's something, so I'm really excited. And I've never been able, obviously, to fit into a 36D, so this is also exciting. I always had to wear 34s previously because of the cup size. So as you go up, I'm sure everyone listening knows, but maybe you don't, if you get a 32 versus a 34 or 36, the cup sizes will be a lot different, even though it's the same size. So for me, if I wanted to go to a 36B, the cup was too big. But then if I went to a 36A, it was just like really awkward always for me. Like I just never really fit well into A's. And because I'm really broad, but like the 36A still didn't, it was just like weird. So I always had to wear a 34 because that cup size fit. Victoria's Secret 34B, like total push-up 34B. So I don't know if that's really like a real A. But the sides, I would always have like lat spillage, and just kind of like I always had like really like visible, like it was too tight. So now I finally get to wear 36s, which I'm super stoked about. I know it's like so lame, but that was like one of the biggest things I was excited for. Always padding, always stuffing, always something, so that in clothes, I always looked like I had something, and then when I take it off, I know what I look like, you know what I mean? So this is just so different. Like now I've been wearing all these really, really thin, kind of compressive type things, and it looks like I have something, and then when I take it off, it's still there. So that's been probably the most exciting part. 3 weeks post-op, doing really good, can do almost everything besides train. And I still have, things are still pretty like sensitive. My healing pain, reconnecting, some people thought that was really funny. I still can't come up with a good word to talk about this, how everything feels, but everything's just really hypersensitive. That's probably like the best way to describe it. So I don't know how long it's gonna go on. I'll keep documenting for you guys. And I can't wait until next week to be able to finally talk about how I progress back into training, because I know everyone asked me about that, and I don't know. So some people tell me that lifting 10 pounds is gonna be hard. Some people say that they feel fine. Other people, everyone's really different. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. But at this point, anything would be really exciting. Thank you all for watching. As always, the support is great, and I'm so happy that I can, reach out to all these people who I don't know and help through this process. And that's why I've been really open and candid and posting these types of pictures. And normally I wouldn't be like, oh, look at my bikini top and look at how I look. Like, it's not about that. People are gonna say that it is. I don't really care. It's not for that. I'm not posting it, for whatever reasons. The only reason I'm posting it is for people who are following this journey and are thinking of getting one, or possibly going through the same things as me, and just hearing that somebody's going through what you're dealing with kind of makes you feel better, like you're not the only one. So hopefully this has shed light on some of the weird things, like the one boob dropping and, you know, not being able to sleep and stuff. I'm pointing over here, like, you know, where the bed is to the wall. So that's why I'm doing all this. Hopefully people aren't taking like my weird bikini pictures the wrong way, and this is all helpful. I'm filming this on Tuesday. Fingers crossed it gets uploaded by like Thursday. And so if not, Happy New Year's to everyone and have a great day. Bye.